Hi there, Karen Roby and Tiernan Ray here for ZDNet. We're talking today about AI and medicine. You know, we hear a lot about this, much more than we did just a year ago, Tiernan. And I know you spent some time talking with a company in Texas, Lantern Pharma, about some of the work that they're doing. So I guess a good place to start here would be why them? What piqued your interest?
Karen, there's so much hype these days about AI is going to remove the need for radiologists, and it just every other day you hear about some breakthrough. But a lot of this is theoretical research, and we wanted to talk with a company that is doing some actual work that incorporates AI to see what exactly does AI do. And so this company, it's a 5-year-old company down in Dallas, Texas, called Lantern Pharma. It's only 9 people, and they've got $8 million, tiny little company, but they're using some technology of AI to improve the way that clinical trials are done for cancer drugs. And they could have a big payoff if they can partner with large pharmaceutical makers to put drugs that had failed before back into trials and get them to market eventually.
And yeah, that would be obviously a great move all around. Tiernan, talk a little bit though about the company in terms of what they do.
So, Karen, after we interviewed the CEO, Panna Sharma, we said, we're still a little bit sketchy. What is this AI stuff? Because they have a lot of material on their website. So, in response to ZDNet questions, they produced an 8-page FAQ. They produced this document just for us, and it goes into more detail and it clears up some stuff. The problem, Karen, is if you want to find out how a drug affects patients, you have thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of genes that could be affecting a patient's response. So what this company Lantern does is first they narrow down this list of thousands of genes to a short list, maybe tens of genes, and then they use neural networks. These are one of the mainstays of artificial intelligence to run a test to see how do these various genes as found in patients affect responsiveness to drugs. And what they found is they can really speed up and improve the accuracy of testing the genetic composition of tissue samples from patients. And by doing so, they can narrow down the group of patients that are being tested to maybe the ones who will be more responsive to the drug.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about, Tiernan, before we let you go, the AI involved specifically that's being used.
So there's lots of things, Karen, that you could use to do statistical tests. There have been techniques for years called K-nearest neighbors and support vector machine, and all of these have their utility, but neural networks are a way to take much more complex groupings of factors, of variables, and find what are called nonlinearities, which means that sometimes one thing responds to another thing in ways that are not obvious. And so if you have a drug that is coupled to a collection of genes, it may be that this particular set of 10 genes interacts with the drug in a way that cannot be captured by other statistical methods. So this is why they're using neural networks in this test, is to find these what are called nonlinear interactions that are surprising, and that will isolate this patient population in which this drug might actually be more effective.
All right, very interesting. Well, I'm sure we will keep the company on our radar to follow Tiernan. We appreciate your insight on this. And if you want to read more about the company and Tiernan's full article, make sure you check out ZDNet.